Alright, let's check out Elisa's changes, because I really like her changes. They changed the character more to my liking. They improved her punishment, which I really like, because I like playing Elisa very fundamentally. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated, just using her great movement and punishment. So let's go over her changes. The first one being that you can now input her Rage Drive while running. This was a minor issue before, you could not do that, which could improve her running while running mix-ups. But the problem is that all of her running options can be sidewalked to the opponent's left, so it's not really viable. At least it has great range and it's a launcher, so that helps. 2, 3, 4. Use a string. Changed it from -19 to -13. And they changed the recovery time after the move hits by 3 frames. I'm guessing this means she's gonna get some guaranteed stuff on the ground now. I don't think she got anything guaranteed before. Let me try. Sorry. She probably didn't get anything guaranteed before. Who knows? It's a useless string anyway. But here's a better change. 3, 2. First hit change the attack start of from 14 to 13. This is now... Okay, let me turn off Rage, because this sucks. This is now a really good 13 frame punisher for Elisa. They also changed the frames. On block it's -12 instead of -9, so that's the trade-off for this being a 13 frame punisher now. And the frame advantage has been changed from +1 to +5. So you're +5 in destruction stance for destruction mix-ups, which is pretty strong. She has 2-4 for 12 frames and for 31 points of damage. And for 13 she has 3-2 now for 1 more point of damage. Before that she only had a magic for 13 frames, which is less damage than 2-4. They reduced the damage on her 14 frame launcher slightly. I think it deals like 3 or 4 less points of damage now. 52. Which feels less like a launcher to me, because damage from combos is usually something like 60 and upwards. But still, it's a really good 14 frame punisher. That's a minor nerf, and probably the only nerf she got, and it's nothing too bad. Forward 3 1+2. They changed the behavior on hit after her power crush. I feel like they also... No. Wait. I'm thinking of another move now. This... I don't know what would you use this move for. I'm guessing in combos, but I don't think anyone has found any good combo routes with this yet. Who knows? Maybe we will find out something. And okay, wow, she has a really long list of changes. During boot, you can now do boot 3 and boot 4 with chainsaws as well. This is the low. And this mid launcher. The launcher is not really useful, but the low is useful for Elisa. Also, I feel from my testing, these two moves are actually faster now with the chainsaws than without chainsaws. Even the animation is faster, as you can see. she transitions from flying to the moves much faster with chainsaws. And I've seen some really nice setups with chainsaws into boot 3. I mean dual boot 3. Which I will show. I'll show some stuff later on. And another one. They increased the range on Alice's Power Crush. Look, this Power Crush has ridiculously good range. For a Power Crush, and deals 25 points of damage, which is a nice chunk. And it's also now minus 13 instead of 14, so even less characters will be able to launch her. And they changed the opponent's behavior on hit. Doesn't knock down anymore. But it is plus 8 on hit. I loved it. So jabs would trade hits with her destruction stance back to. Plus 8 is pretty nice. You could get something like forward 2 or, you know, you can get some solid pressure. And the same applies to the Power Crush with chainsaws. Same changes. And now it's also tailspin and combos. Another change. Faster recovery from this unblockable, which I'm guessing it means she has better combos now off of it, but who cares? It's a pretty useless move. And here's another big change. Wow, what a long list. Back 4, this is a 15 frame mid. And now she has back 4-4. And it's a 15 frame launcher. And it has great range. Much better range than her hop kick, which was her 15 frame launcher till now. And even better range than her down 4-2. I feel like this is going to be Alisa's main launcher now. I'm pretty sure it can even punish stuff like Falls Death Hits or Heihachi's forward 4-2. It could reach it, I've seen it. It's also useful in combos as a combo ender. And wall carry option. Something like this. And then she can go to flying stance for a nice wall ender. And this would be a wall ender. Fly 1-2, 1-1 plus 2. Come on. What I can't do. This would be your wall ender for a nice amount of damage, which gives her more combo variety, and she didn't have a good wall carry option up until now. Since them flying really high. And you also get some cheesy, I think they're cheesy for now, not legit setups. They're more like an online thing as far as I can tell. Maybe I will research more about her new setups, but so far they don't seem that amazing for being used in tournaments. But you get stuff like this, and if they tech roll and block the low, at that range the low is safe. They cannot punish the low, nor can they low parry because they don't have enough time after standing up from the ground to low parry it. The problem is the mids options will whiff easily if they tech roll. I haven't found anything that would hit them reliably as a mid option, so it's kind of unsafe. So that's why I'm saying only the low is a reliable option. So far it doesn't seem to me like there's a reliable mix-up. There's more new fun setups other Alisa players found. And here's another big change. Up forward 3, Change the attack startup from 20 to 17 frames fast. And this has huge range. Huge range. This is even better for punishing stuff with pushback, like forward 2 from Heihachi or Kuma or stuff like that. And as you can see, they really buffed Alisa's punishment. That's why I'm thinking about playing her more. I like her now. And also the new Wallander. I didn't like Alisa's combos previously very much. Up 4-4, decrease the move's forward movement on the hop kick and decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits or is blocked on the first hit. Doesn't make a whole lot of difference. And the second hit, they decrease the move's forward movement. I don't think this changes very much either. During destructive form 1+2, it's used to knock down, now it spins around, just like many other moves that used to knock down previously, like the Release Quarter Super 4 3+4. This now gives a lot of plus frames for Elisa for chainsaw mix-ups. And it's so much plus on hit that she can get chainsaws too, which is, I believe, a safe launcher for Elisa, safe mid launcher. So she gets some good stuff. And now you can do... And her chainsaw pressure overall has been buffed in Season 3. Chainsaw forward 1, this is a 12 frame high. This is basically like her jab from chainsaws. It has changed from 0 on block to +2 on block, which means another forward one will trade hits with jabs. And they also buffed her chainsaw down too. Changed the attack startup from frame 30 to frame 26. Is this low seeable? Might be seeable. I don't know, because not many Alisa players used this low previously. Might be slightly better now. It's also -12 on block instead of 14. And they changed the frame advantage from +2 to +4. So as you can see, they buffed her pressure from chainsaws. And during destructive form, up 3+4-1. This is the huge sidestep she has with chainsaws, which avoids a whole lot. And then she slashes you like this. Like this move, this sidestep avoids almost everything that is not a homing move. And it's also now a wall bounce. They changed the frames from -10 to -13, and they reduced the pushback. So it's gonna be easier to punish this move, which is a fair trade-off for this being a wall bounce now. And also, cheesy Alisa players loved abusing this previously, and because of the pushback and it being only -10 on block, it was kind of hard to punish it. And they changed the opponent's behavior when hit in midair. I'm not sure what's that supposed to mean. I think it means that it's gonna break walls now, because previously this knocked down, but in a weird way. Like, I don't think it broke any walls previously, but I might be wrong here, since I'm not an Alisa player. So yeah, they buffed her punishment overall, they buffed her combos, and they buffed her destructive stance. The only nerf I can really see here is her forward 3-2, dealing slightly less damage now. But it's still a nice chunky punish. I might pick her up in Season 3. I'm definitely gonna mess around with her more.